been heading into these couple of days off in Detroit, one of the guys had said, hey, it's a breath, a couple of days off away from basketball, practice. So for you, a lot has been put on your plate since the second quarter of the first game of the season. How needed were these couple games mentally, physically for you?
A couple of days off for me? Yeah. It was great, man. I got to, after the Detroit game, I stayed back home, got to see my family a little bit, kick my mom's. Just chilling, bro. So just to get off your feet for a couple of days and just reset and relax, not really have to worry about basketball, the toll that it takes on your body. It was good, though. Well needed for sure.
And then practice-wise, a lot of lineup changes and adjustments and combinations. How nice was it to get working in that way instead of just having to play a game and maybe figure stuff out?
Yeah. Just the reps. Reps is the best experience. So, like you said, different lineups, different groups, and then being able to get up and down a little bit today. It was all good. So we got another one tomorrow. So we just got to make the most of it.
Feels like a nice kind of spot to collect your thoughts and kind of think about maybe what the first quarter of the season looked like for you personally. Just what kind of stands out to you about what you were able to do and what going forward you want to do?
I just want to keep growing, keep expanding, man. You can't be content. It's not probably what I expected it was going to be at the beginning of the year. I don't think nobody did, but works out how it's supposed to work out. So I'm blessed and favored to be in this position. So I just got to keep growing and keep getting better.
We talked with Scoot a little bit after the game in Detroit about all right, well, at the start of the year, who knows if Ryan's going to come off the bench, if he's going to be playing next to you. Now that's reality. How do you maybe help Ryan through this, going from you're the main guy, you're going to have the ball all the time when Giannis is out, to, all right, now you're going to play next to Scoot. What have you kind of seen and learned maybe in these, I think it's only 3 or 4 games, but what have you learned already in playing next to Scoot and how you might be able to do better?
I would say better is just us both just having a team or organized. I think that's the biggest thing both of us could do a better job of. Playing off each other, I feel like we do it. It's pretty easy and simple. I feel like I've been in this position the majority of my career, being a combo guard, just having another guard in the backcourt with me. So I'm kind of used to it. So it's great for it, though. We are both dynamic, both can do a lot of good things with the ball. So just playing off each other, him bringing it up. Sometimes I bring it up, and just driving kicks, creating offense for each other and everybody else on the team. I think it's pretty easy. So I think just like I said, experience and reps is the best teacher. So the more we do that, I think the better it will be for sure.
I know when Giannis was out that first time he came back, he talked about, from his point of view, kind of seeing maybe a missing competitive spirit or that long losing streak. How do you kind of find that, whether it's in game, before games? How do you kind of find that to get more success, I guess, more consistent?
To each his own. Honestly, everybody has their different triggers, but I think everybody's got to find that trigger, whatever it is, for them. Just find that competitive spirit and just come out and try to get a win. So, like I said, everybody's thing is different, but everybody just got to figure out what it is for themselves and bring it to the game when it's game time.
So with that, Miles had just said, hey, in these next few weeks, playing hard is something we have to do.
Yeah, 48 minutes.
So it feels like there's maybe a correlation there of that individual, whatever that is, to then fit it with the team. So is that kind of what you all have to lean on as you wait to get healthier, in these next few weeks to get some wins? It's just that.
Yeah, I just feel like we have to put a full 48 minutes of a game together of playing hard, playing the right way, moving the ball, and not having spurts and droughts in our games. I feel like that's the biggest key. Like I said, I think it comes with everybody kind of figuring out what that trigger is for them and just kind of making that the betterment for the team, honestly. So I think if everybody can do that and come on the same page and just put a full 48 minutes together of playing hard and playing the right way, I think we can get a lot of wins.
Do you feel like that not being able to put the full 48 together is more physical, just not having the bodies, or more mental, that if you lock in a little bit longer, maybe?
I think it's more mental than physical, for sure. Because I think it goes spurts, kind of our offense goes in drought, so our defense takes a hit too, vice versa. So we just got to find ways to have the other side of the ball not be lackluster when we're missing shots or we're not getting stops, you know what I mean? So basically that, yeah.
Maybe this is related to that, but Doc had said, in terms of the fouls, he's like, we show everybody, what to do, what not to do. It doesn't mean it's easy to do. I just think the Detroit, pregame, is we can't foul 3-point shooters, and then I think in the first
foul somebody.
So I guess how when you guys are going through that film and those reviews of that, and then you're in the game, what's I don't know, is it just the speed? Is it inherent aggressiveness? Like where?
Yeah, I kind of just adrenaline. Then you in the game. And I think sometimes too, like when you make a mistake on the other end, you try to do a little bit more effort on the other end to recover and make up for that. And for that play, an example, I think I shot a bad shot before that, and then I came back down, was trying to get a good contest on a good shooter. Then it was a foul. So you got to be smart in those situations, especially me. Everybody really, but especially me. So yeah.
There's a lot of you guys on this team that are really like proud defenders. I think you, Miles, Scoot, like guys that really take a lot of pride in their defense. How do you feel like you guys can put it all together to be a better defensive team?
It's a great question. I think just being on one accord and like just having our own, I wouldn't say our own agenda, but just being on one accord, because situations could be a lot thrown at us with the defensive coverage and stuff like that. But just us coming to one, knowing what we're going to do, knowing how we're going to play, and knowing personnel too. I think that's a big key. So just putting those things together.
A lot of times you kind of hear like defense on string, I guess. Like how does that develop? How do you kind of develop like where it's like, oh, that this person's going to be?
Yeah.
Like how do you kind of develop that?
I think communication is the biggest one. Film and just knowing personnel on whoever we're guarding. I think those are three biggest keys for sure.